She's one of the most talked about women in Pakistan. Aasia Bibi, pictured here shortly after her conviction in 2010. The Christian mother of 5 was sentenced to death for alleged remarks about Islam during a row with fellow farm workers. They'd refused to share their glass of water with a non-Muslim. Now free, she lives in hiding, no longer on death row but still in constant fear for her life. And this is why. Hardline Islamists calling for her to be hanged. Her acquittal in October last year triggered days of nationwide demonstrations.
In every corner of the country, the Sons of Islam have voiced opposition to the Supreme Court verdict by going onto the streets. What kind of a verdict is this from the Supreme Court of an Islamic republic which is troubling Muslims but satisfying infidels?
Demonstrations were only called off when the government agreed to bar Bibi from leaving the country, pending today's verdict. But this is a case already linked to the killings of at least 2 people. The governor of Punjab province, Salman Taseer, seen here on the right, was assassinated by his bodyguard in 2011 after speaking in Bibi's defence. Later the same year, Federal Minister for Minorities Shahbaz Bhatti was killed after calling for her release. Today's verdict's likely to do little to appease those who will settle for nothing less than having Aasia Bibi's death sentence reinstated.
Well, DW's Shamil Shams is following this story from our Asia desk, and he joins us now. Shamil, Aasia Bibi has already been acquitted. What are the chances that the court will now allow that acquittal to be challenged on appeal?
Well, I think it is highly likely that Pakistan's top court will dismiss the appeal against Aasia Bibi's last year acquittal. The appeal by a hardline Islamist was accepted by the court to make sure that all legal requirements are fulfilled. And I think Prime Minister Imran Khan's government also wanted to buy some time to make some political adjustments. So I believe that Pakistan's top court, the Supreme Court, will dismiss the appeal.
Now, Bibi's acquittal last October sparked violent protests. What's the mood in anticipation of today's hearing?
Well, the Islamist Tehreek-e-Labbaik party, the Islamist party, has warned the judges not to give what they call judicial relief to Bibi. Hundreds of Islamist supporters took to the streets to protest Bibi's acquittal in October last year, but at the moment, most of their leaders and the cadre is incarcerated. So that is why I do not think they will be able to create many problems for the court or the government this time around.
What does this case tell us, Shamil, about the way Pakistan interprets the country's blasphemy laws?
Bibi's tragic ordeal reminds us that the issue of blasphemy remains extremely sensitive in Pakistan. Rights groups criticize the blasphemy laws that they say are used to mistreat religious minorities in the country. But I do not think that any government in Pakistan can repeal or amend the blasphemy laws, as any such move could unleash violent protests from Islamists. And I also think that the common people would not accept that. So it is a sensitive issue, but as I said earlier, it is very likely that the Supreme Court will dismiss the review petition. That will pave the way for Bibi's departure from Pakistan. She could be out of the country likely today.
Shamil, thank you very much for your analysis. DW's Shamil Shams there from our Asia.